Let me just say that good girls who like bad boys are not good girls, boo-boo. Those are not good girls. I don't care how good of a hat you put on in front of other people. But if the first thing you are drawn to, or what we know as bad boys, then you're not no good girl. Maybe you living out some of the things that you don't feel comfortable doing because you are known to be a good girl. But you know what that amounts to? There ain't no good girl. And those type of good girls, I encourage you to stop wondering why you can't find a good man. Because you're not looking for one. You don't want one. You want one. And good boys ain't no fun. Number one, in both these scenarios, these are boys that you're dealing with. You know, if you deal with men in the first place, already you don't narrow down your options into a group of men that you don't have to raise. Easy breezy, cover girl. I never did get that. You know, good girls like bad boys. I don't like nobody. I don't want nothing to do with no bad boys. I have a life to live, and I don't want to live it in prison for you, or out of prison going to visit you in prison for some dumb shit you done did because you thought it was clever and entertaining and you were living the wild life that you know better. Brainy and insightful guys were hot to me long before you hoes realized that they could build their own multi-million-dollar.com. I thought they were hot long before that. They have an entirely different thought process. They can relate to a whole different level of respect for women. I mean, but clearly, if respect is not what you're looking for, I fully encourage you to continue doing what you're doing. I just don't want you to I don't want to hear your mouth about it. That's my thing. I don't teach people how they should or shouldn't be living. I don't teach people how they should or shouldn't be living. It's just that when the results of how you're living catch up to you, I'm not here. I don't care. I don't care for, it's not about what she deserves, but I don't care about all the tumultuous relationship drama Rihanna has. That's what you get. She wants it. And some of us need to realize that some hoes don't want what they're saying that they want. You know, they look at a loving couple and an admirable relationship, and it's all nice and dandy, but they don't want that because they can have it. There's nothing about me or any other female that a hoe can't have. All she need to do is stop being a hoe. All she have to do is stop having shallow motives. When you hear about Nicki Minaj getting smacked in the face by somebody in her entourage, or somebody who she may or may not be messing with, like, how am I supposed to feel? Whether it really happens or not, it could be all rumor. But how am I supposed to feel? I'm awesome, that's what you get. You know what I mean? Even if you go to some people that have a clean image, even though you wonder how they have that if people really look at situations morally speaking. But Fantasia, if you're gonna deal with men who are married and you know they're married before they are divorced, and then you build a relationship and it seems all solid and everybody see you in love and all that good stuff, and he disrespects you in that relationship as a celebrity, or as a celebrity or not, I mean, how am I supposed to feel? supposed to have for your choice at that point. And you guys do it. You guys sucker up on it, man. You was like, y'all was like, oh, Rita, how could you hit someone so beautiful? Y'all like, oh, Rihanna, oh, how could you beat her? Oh, Nicki, how could you beat Nicki Minaj? Easy. They're not looking for respect. They say it all day long. But if you subscribe to bad boys, to good boys being no fun, or the whole idea that good girls want bad boys, when you get what you get, that's what you get. And these guys, it could be just me. Most things are. But ain't nobody fooling nobody. These little boys are not fooling anybody. They reveal themselves to you. You knew what you were getting into. Same thing with guys that mess with chicks who were impressed with them because of whatever car they got or whatever, or because they gave them, or they paid their rent, or paid for them to go get their hair and nails done and so forth. They purchased you for the purpose of doing what they will. That includes cheating on you. I bet y'all would love to know that to find out Creaky was cheating on me, wouldn't you? Ooh, that would just you would love that. That would be awesome. See, nobody knows. You don't know what somebody will do. And you sometimes you don't know what somebody will or won't do. But what I'm seeing is that the dudes you choose are showing you. You know they'll cheat. And rather than you just acknowledge that that's just something you willing to accept in a fucked up relationship, you just say, all men cheat. Because it gives you less responsibility for making that decision for yourself. Because you're not helping him out none. Because if he didn't have you, he would find another. A predator will find another. Predator is gonna find more prey. That's why they're called predators. I don't even know what to say to a sisterhood right now. I don't even know what to say to them. Because I'm not willing to coddle you. I'm not willing to coddle you because you'll always be there if I do that. And with most people coddling people, that's why they always end up where, people want to help with the reality of depression and mental disorder in people. But they're not going to pull up out of that if you stuff them with medication and coddle them. You have to say, look, if you love them, if you really love them, you have to say, look, you're going to need to man up. And it's real simple. Your life can change today, like overnight. This bitch next door, her life could change overnight. Living in the hood don't make you a hood rat. Embracing all the negativity that accompanies it is what makes you the hood rat. And it's just written all over you. The way you walk, the way you look, the way you carry yourself, the way you dress. Everything is in cahoots with one another. It's an orchestra of discombobulation and trifleness. Just a full bouquet of stank. All you're gonna do is attract some more shit to your bouquet of stank. That's how it works, boo-boo. That's how it works. Bill to the bill. And it's just amazing that you guys think that men and the silly dudes that you actually attract, they don't have a clue. But you guys are hilarious to think that men don't see straight through you, run the opposite way, and then let you tell it there are no good men. Oh, they were around, they spotted you and went the other direction. So from your line of sight, they're nowhere around because they saw you from way over there. They spotted you and they went in the other direction. So in all the circle that you see, there are none. There really are no good men for you. Good boys are no fun. It's easy to generalize. I do it. But I do it based on behavior. Like when I look at people, and it seems like, I guess that's what makes me kind of rebellious when it comes to what people think is sexy. Like everybody loves Denzel, and I guess the more females love Denzel, and I know how the average female is, like I don't want whatever it is that she wants. I don't want that. So all y'all thinking Denzel is so super fine. I respect his talent and his demeanor as a gentleman, but I'm not hot for him. People on athletes jock just because they're a star athlete. You know, if you have a character to match, I'll jump on that bandwagon because that's gonna be something unique. It's gonna be something unique that you are popular in the minds of the common household, and yet you have character. Because I'm gonna be admiring some things that other people are not gonna be admiring. They're gonna be admiring how you dribble a ball, how you pass, how you make a touchdown. You know, your defense, your rebounds. And I'm gonna be like, did you see that? He thought that through and played like a team and made sure the play panned out like it should for the team. Did you see that? When the Bulls were on their three-peat and everybody was on MJ's nuts and Scottie Pippen and the rebound guy that wore the wedding dress. Let's start with a D. Dennis Rodman. Everybody was on all these, you know, everybody mastered their own position, you know, the rebounds, the passes, the shots, the dunks, everybody else had their thing. You know who my dude was? Ron Harper. If you were watching that, the playoff series back then, Ron Harper laid low and let everybody have all the shine they needed. And when critical times came, he stood up like a man and did what he needed to do and was looking for no praise for it. But I was there, Ron Harper. I was there. Nobody was with me, but I was on myself. I was on some Ron Harper-ish. I was like, he makes sure the ball get passed to whoever it needs to get passed to, whether it's for their ego or so they can make the shot, whatever's going to end up with them with the victory. There were times that he made pertinent shots. You know, he didn't get the shine other people did when they made like last minute shots and such and so forth and so on. But he didn't do it for that. He did it as an athlete, a champion. Ron Harper was the star of the Bulls when they were winning championships to me. And to tell you the truth, when it came down to teams and it was really tight with the Utah Jazz, I think it was about mid-90s, and they were up against Utah, I didn't know anything about Utah's team, but when I saw them play against them, when I saw Utah play, they played like a team, like everybody. They played like mentally, they played like the Kentucky Wildcats. If y'all don't know, I'm not gonna tell you about that. Those little boys handled that ball like men. Those little boys handled the basketball like men. I'm so proud of them. I have so much gratitude to their parents. But yeah, when I saw Utah Jazz, they played like men together as a team. They relinquished any spotlight that they needed to at any pertinent time for their plays to work together. But I guess if you've never been an athlete, you might not know what I'm talking about. And I say might not because the truth is, even people who have been athletes, clearly they be so far up the MVP's ass that they still lose sight of what a champion truly is. And to me, a champion is a complete package. Because I am fully and unapologetically unable to separate a person's moral character from their talent. I cannot honor them on talent alone. Good people get to shine in my book. Not the most popular people, but the good people with constructive intentions, sound moral values. And they don't even have to match mine. They just have to be humane. Is all I'm saying. But for the good girls who like bad boys, in the end, that's what your ass get. With love, groovy smooches.